my goodness, it's been a long time. Christmas got in the way. So here I am back to do my November project life. I've picked out some papers which I've cut down from a 6x6 pad to fit my page protector. I've got some labels, and then I've got some puffy stickers that were on my desk that I want to use up, some hearts, and then some various other bits and pieces. So here we go. All the photos are cut and ready. As I say, I've cut all the pieces of paper to size. So the first one we're going to work on here is the title card, which just has the month on. These letters were very, very difficult to work with. They were really stuck to the page. So I skipped over all of that hard work that I did there. And so there's the month on the page. And I wanted to just put a little bit of embellishment on. And November was a bit of a sitting indoors type of month. So I thought the armchair was perfect. And this label was exactly the same colour as the armchair, so chose that to put at the bottom. And then to finish it off, I thought I'd use some of the puffy hearts in the more sort of muted colours that I've got, the pink and the sort of beigey colour, just to finish that off. And then it didn't feel complete, so I did a doodly border, and once I'd done the doodly border, that really felt as if it was complete, apart from, of course, a little bit of Heidi shine. So a little bit of Heidi swap colour shine on there, which doesn't show up very well on camera when it's dry, but it does look really pretty in real life. Pulled out this photograph to do next, and didn't know what to do with it, so put it away and pulled out this card, which had it was ledger paper in different colours to do my journaling on, and did a doodly border around that, and there was a gap at the bottom, so again put some of those puffy hearts, well, one of the puffy hearts, and then just finished off with some doodled hearts at the bottom. I used a brown fine liner for all the journaling and doodling with this spread. Back to this photograph here of the toadstools that grew around our tree stump, and I was on a bit of a kick here. Every single label I used, I chopped off. Everything I used, I put on the edge of the photo and chopped off. I'm not sure why. In some cases, I think it would have looked quite good to have kept the whole thing, but there you go. That's what I did. So here we are, a photograph of my husband on his electric bike, which we gave him for his birthday. A little bit of journaling about that, him going off to the post office with a pile of stuff that he'd sold on eBay and Christmas presents to be posted off. And then this puffy sticker that said evidence, I thought was fine, it was evidence, is using his bike. And then onto these 3 photos that were on the bottom of the spread, which are us stirring the Christmas cake and making our wishes. So again, puffy stickers, the one on my daughter, which says photo love, and the one on my husband's photo, which says such a dear. And then the photograph of me, there was this gap at the bottom, which was perfect for put a label on and do a little bit of journaling about how it's great that Penny's kitchen is the baking kitchen, because all the mess gets left in her kitchen for her to clear up. We do help her out a bit. So that's the left-hand page done. Onto the right-hand page now. And again, the same ledger type paper to do the journaling on. And again, I did did my journaling and then did a doodly board around the edge. And to match the left-hand side, I chose another heart. That one was too big, so I went for a smaller one. And then doodled some little brown hearts next to it. So that matches the one on the left-hand side. On to the next photo, which was an Airbnb that we stayed in at Kimber Edge. Which was a little annex, which was lovely. It was very warm and cosy. We stayed away, my husband and I, for a couple of days. So just journaling about that. And then there was this puffy sticker which said at home in the world. And I thought, well, it was our home in the world, somewhere else in the world, for a couple of nights. So it seemed suitable. And again, another one of those puffy hearts to use. And next come a couple of photos from our trip away. This was, we visited Baddesley Manor, I think it was, which is the National Trust home, and we went to the church and had a walk round the church. That little puffy sticker, lost and found, because we weren't quite sure the way to go, but we managed to find our way there. And then this one was on our last day. We walked around Kimber Edge, up on the hill, to look at the views, and so I used that puffy sticker that said authentic, so it was the same colour and it seemed to fit in. This is a photograph of a reunion that I had with people I went to college with. Really nice to meet up again, we've met up a couple of times in the last 8 years. The girls meet more frequently than the boys. Boys, men, we're women, we're old now. It's a long time since we were at college. But it was lovely to all meet together. And so this puffy sticker that said gather was perfect. And on the same sticker sheet was this little flower puffy sticker, which I thought, why not use it? The reds go together. The red of the rose goes with the red of the word gather. It didn't look complete. I felt it needed a little bit of something else. And so I did a dashed border around the edge. And I really like that. I think that's one of my favourite cards of this spread. This layout, photograph of my 2.5 stone award at Slimming World, which I was super chuffed to get. Taken me a long time. I went back to Slimming World in February, and the weight's been coming off slowly. I got down to what I wanted to for my son's wedding, but I still needed a way to go, and I got there in November to the 2.5 stone. So I popped that down, and then this sticker said our trip in numbers, so I crossed out the hour and put my, because it nearly works. It was my Slimming World trip in numbers, 2.5 stone gone. And then also on that sticker sheet there was, I think it's supposed to, I'm not sure whether it's a strawberry or an orange to be honest, and an apple. And so I thought I might as well use those on this layout because Slimming World food, why not? And then finish that off with another of the puffy hearts from that puffy heart sheet. And that was that layout done. So this was right at the end of the month. My husband was putting up the outside lights for Christmas on my daughter's annex. So I chose this paper, and then just before I stuck it down, I remembered that I wanted to actually use this sort of sandy coloured paper here, because that actually tones, well, it's almost the same colour as the bricks on the annex. Also, the paper that I'd originally mounted it on was one of the cards I'd actually cut to use as a filler card, but I rectify that at the end. This sticker says, you're a gem, because he is, for getting up the ladder. You can't get me up a ladder. I'm absolutely terrified of heights. I could have written something on those lines, but it was a puffy sticker and I wasn't quite sure which pen to use, so I thought I'd just leave that as it is. It looks quite pretty. And then used a yellow puffy heart at the bottom to tie that yellow together. Last photograph to be embellished. This is our cat Rosie, one of our 3 cats, and I had this sticker which said lovely and sweet. She was just sitting in such a ridiculous pose, and I didn't want to cover that up too much with either journaling or the sticker, but I think I just about got away with that. One place where it was a good idea to have the sticker going over the edge of the paper or edge of the photograph and cutting it off, and the journaling label as well. And just finish that off with a puffy heart, which are a bit of a strange shape. They're a bit sort of, well, wide, but it still worked. And then the last thing I come to do, another puffy sticker first, I forgot about that one, is the filler card for the bottom right. I had nothing suitable. None of the embellishments I had were going to work. Oh, this is me just cutting down a new card to fit in there because I'd ruined the one that I'd originally cut. Looked at everything that I'd got, nothing was right. I did like this card that had been in one of the sticker packs, so I used that and cut a circle out from there and stuck that on as the background. And I used a punch, didn't cut it. And then had a look at all the stickers, and nothing I liked, nothing really worked. Everything was a bit too small. So I had some other stickers lying on my desk, which I grabbed out and decided to use those instead. They don't go with anything else that I've used on this spread, but I think I love how it looks, and I was really happy with the way this came together in the end. So that's my November Project Life all done. You'll see a quick view of this page in a minute. Thank you for coming back to me if you've been waiting for something, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.